What's up? Welcome to the No Mogul Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name's Rick Baden. Hope you're doing well on this fine November day. How the hell did it become November already? You know, I try not to be that person who always says, "Oh, time just flies." It does though. We're in November. It's crazy. We had Halloween in the last few days, and actually, now I think about it, and it's not in my notes here. But what's your favorite go-to candy? If you're into candy, maybe you just don't eat sugar, but whenever my kids come home, I'm always stealing their Almond Joys and Snickers, and I will eat them until I'm sick. I almost vomit. I just keep shoving them in my face, and I can't stop. Those are the two. Those are my top two. What are yours? And then, we had Halloween. Also, last weekend, my son was in a soccer tournament, and we were all toast by Sunday, absolutely toast. And no way in hell was I, pressing the record button then. No way. I'd been like, this is a weekly show about sleeping. Hell no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was sleepy time for me, but his team came up short, ended up in second place finalist, however you want to say it. Not bad. It could have easily been first, but sometimes in soccer you just get unlucky. It's pretty much plain and simple. They were playing a very, very good team that they had lost in the regular season, so we knew that coming in. It's not like they saw it coming, but both games were very, very close. However, one thing I do have to mention, we knew that was coming with this other team was the other damn parents is the polite way to put it. They were actually, no, the freaking annoying as hell parents. That's the best way to describe it. That's right. That's correct. You heard me right. I mean, those with kids in sports know what I'm talking about. Okay. I mean, it's all fun and games until the annoying, drunk / failed athlete parent shows up, or enters the chat. The ones that they want to ruin it for everyone, literally everyone on the field. That is until they piss off the ref and get ejected. Yes, that is exactly what happened, and I was all for it. I mean, I clapped for him too. I kid you not. I was on one. My wife kept trying to get me to calm down. I had enough too, At first I was like, yeah, great job, ref. Just kick them all out. Just get rid of them all. Got some looks my way. I didn't care. That was after one of the refs, called the assistant ref fat. Really? Stay classy, parents. Stay classy. Yeah, really cool. Way to lead by example. Way to be a good role model in front of kids. So now you know why I lost my mind. I was clapping for the removal. Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah, just kick them all out, ref. Literally, I did not care. I was done hearing them talk trash, make fun of certain plays. You know how the teams get up and they getting all cocky. They're, oh, yeah. Waste time. Take your time. Oh, that kid. Oh, he's not good. Pass it to that kid. And we start talking about the players. That's when I cross the line. Dude, you can talk about the team. Shut the hell up when you're talking about the players, But this is all usual stuff we parents have to deal with on a regular occasion. It comes with it comes with the sport. Get the annoying as hell parents. And much like I reminded the parent that I was going back and forth with. I mean, I was basically talking to but not looking at or pointing at, but he knew I was aiming my comments at him. He knew it. The stuff I was throwing was to the surrounding parents and the team. I said, and imagine if they would have lost, how they would have reacted. Imagine that. He started backing up his chair, mumbled something like, they're pulling our shirts or something. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's great. I chimed back with, you guys won. Go enjoy that trophy. Yeah, I was like, go enjoy that trophy, man. Well deserved. Yeah, and have a fantastic weekend. I was on one. I'm telling you, I was sober too. You would have thought, Rick, did you have a couple beers? What a jackass. And they're everywhere. If your kids in sports, I did not care. I said, yeah, imagine how they would have acted had they lost and we won the tournament. There would have been fights. They would have beat down the rest. They would have been gone social, gone viral on social. You would have seen, oh, Rick's trying to break up a fight. Oh, is that Rick? Oh, hell, that's crazy. But anyway, I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't let it go anymore. They pushed me past the limit. even my wife's like, babe, calm down. No, no, hell no. And I would never fight anyone, and I would never like physically fight any of these parents. But I'm sure as hell gonna like push it to the max. I just don't care. Shut the hell up. But anyway, so this is all tied back into this drama. Got me thinking. Can you imagine if that happened at like an SLS event or X Games? Parents getting so upset at. I'll just throw Kelly Hart under the bus. So Kelly Hart for throwing just like the weakest scores ever. What the hell did you key in, Kelly? What was that? Kelly, you suck, dude. Kelly, you're fat. Got a fat face, fat feet. Just get boot. I mean, that type of trash talk. It certainly happens in the comments of said contest videos. We see it all the time. Oh, this contest has sucked. The judges were horrible. But that's in the comment section. This is like real time, real life, like one-on-one parent to ref. That doesn't happen in skateboarding. I think mainly is because, these fields are small. I mean, he's playing 9v9 at the moment. It's going to be 11v11 next August. So it's going to be a bigger field, more running. So the parents are way more accessible on these smaller fields. And I guess that's probably why we don't see or hear about it in skate contests. But it just got me thinking, like, imagine that. Imagine Kelly getting so pissed off. These peeps, they have to go out. Keep in mind during the soccer game, the ref said the time is paused. Like he paused the time. The clock always goes in soccer. He had to pause the time. He said the time is paused as of now until these parents leave. Go. But you can't please everyone. Much like in skate videos, skate contests, soccer games, whatever. You can't take it to the extreme, And of course, most of us, it's a freaking game. It's played by kids, and skateboard's the same, right? It's kind of like it's a sport. It's a game. It's with a toy. Another one I thought of too. Imagine like at Tampa Pro or Tampa Am, Paul Zitzer, he gets so fed up, he's kicking out parents and kids. Like, get the hell out of here. Paul's going viral. But it is kind of sad in a way too. I often think about this, and I always try to put myself in the before I react to these people. These people must have really absolutely miserable lives. To lash out at the refs and the kids like that. Straight up miserable. You must hate life. I go there to try to have fun, watch the kids play. Do they win? Sometimes. Do they lose? Sometimes. Did they have fun? That's all that matters. Yes, he had fun. He got to play with teammates and learn a life's lesson. Keeping it on the topic of lashing out, how about Nick Boserio's latest edit? When you close your eyes, what is it you see? I mean, dude pretty much got yelled at by most of Australia. Was he in Melbourne? And he was public enemy number 1. I mean, did you see / hear all that? Damn, Nick, are you okay, dude? I mean, we all know you are, but keep in mind, I mean, this is the same guy that did that. It was the drop-in grind that he crashed into those security guards, right? Was that last year? He kind of bowling pinned him away. It was like at the spot. It was in Oregon. I mean, he always puts himself in those kind of situations. I mean, it's his brand, right? So I'm not too surprised to see him like pissing off everyone who happened to just cross his path. A lot of angry faces at the beginning of that video. And they're just morphed into another one and morphed into another one and morphed into another. I'm like, damn. It was a great edit, but I mostly want to talk about his insane hippie jump. The one at the train station. We've all seen it. You've probably seen it if you're following any of the social media accounts out there or on social media. I mean, in fact, actually, let's go there for a moment. Let's pull up the video right now. Skip to the 1 minute 56 second spot. Just that drop in alone on the escalator. I mean, that's insane. You drop in, that's like dropping in on a slide. It all looks all fun, like yeah, I could do this, but it's so awkward because of speed and the momentum. You just get shot out. It's tough to manage. You get shot out like a rocket, and then pause it again at 159. I mean, the timing of that particular lane is very important. The two innocent, I guess bystanders to the left, they weren't part of it. The gentleman, going through the gate on the right, and that open gate that he hippie jumped was perfectly timed for him. It was just waiting for him. It was meant to be. I mean, the jump itself, I mean, that was perfectly executed, you know? But actually, the board, it kind of drifted a little bit, too, from what I recall. That's how fast he was going, you know? And all the while still being able to kind of correct mid-flight and land and roll away. You know, speed checking past, like, you know, two travelers that he almost wiped out. Almost bowling pin them. But that was insane. Oh, and the timing of the elevator, too. You know, setting up for his next trick that, you know, he did a kickflip on the way out. All right, I'll see. I'm out of here. I know, guys. You're going to kick me out. I'm going to just escort myself out anyway. Peace out. Thanks for coming. Safe travels. But that hippie jump, that was insane, you know. And was that the fastest one ever? You know, we've seen a lot of hippie jumps over the years. In fact, actually, did he actually officially win hippie jumps? Are they over now? Can we no longer do them, or is it still cool? I don't know what the rules are. But, I mean, I guess congrats, Brian. Congrats, well-deserved on the tile. You earned it. I guess hippie jumps are over. Are we agreeing on that? Do we have a consensus on that? But, I mean, I guess hippie jumps had a good run. You know, it's only a matter of time, you know? I know everyone keeps talking about his beard, his epic beard, I might add. But no one's mentioned his wheels. Those bad boys are 60 millimeters tall. Beasts. I mean, I just went back down to 52s from 53s. Those, I mean, they just feel too high for me. I feel like my head's in the clouds with those. Anything over 53, it's too high for me. It's just too much. That's for my regular rider, for my regular board. Cruisers, I go as big as I can. I think I have 56s on my street plant gons, the phase casters. I think I mentioned that before. So yeah, my cruisers are a little bit bigger and softer as well. But yeah, I just had to point that out. Everyone's talking about the beard, the hippie jump. No one's talking about those wheels. Those wheels are big. But let me know your thoughts on this. We'll call it this fun little OJ Wheels edit. R.I.P. to hippie jumps, though, man. That's kind of brutal. Brutal way to go. You want to know another really good goofy hooded rider? The one that is often, I think he's slept on. You know, the Click, you know, they should reunite. Do their version of Tired of Being Slept On. I'm tired of being slept on. For Alec Majerus. I mean, no wonder the dude named his Adidas video Dreaming Out Loud. Dude is tired of being slept on, man. Is it because he's from Minnesota? Be honest. Be honest. Or that he skates contests on occasion? Oh, no, he skates contests. He's lame. No. But I don't know. Why has he slept on so much? This latest edit is straight fire. I almost couldn't take any notes for it. Almost every trick equals hammer. So many possible enders, too. But what I especially liked about this one was the cinematography, you know. And you know it's a good thing when I mention the cinematography, because rarely does it catch my eye, or actually this time it stood out. The framing of most of the shots, some tight spaces, you know. Especially that opening image, you know, between the trailers, the truck trailers. Establishing, you know, the location of his first trick at 14 seconds. Yeah, just pull it up. Follow the lines. Follow your eyes. The lines of the trailer leads you right there. I mean, you could see the trees where he ended up, you know, channeling his inner Tom Knox right there. Now, those trees, they're more my jam. Way more my jam. They're much softer, you know, than the hard walls that, you know, that Tom had to scrape up against, both his butt and his knees. And I love how he chose the ones with, like, the tightest gap, too, you know? But even then, like, that still must have been kind of weird to try, you know, because visually it's probably kind of intimidating, you know? I mean, even if they are trees and bushes, you know, oh, that'll be okay. They can still scrape you. It still hurts when you fall. But it does look like it was a toe-in trick because you saw that Ford come into, like, a quick stop on the right. You know, that actually means he had to let go a little early or, like, cut way to the right to pull that off. So, yeah, it was a nice opening trick. It kind of set the tone and the mood for our movie, for our viewing experience. And I truly didn't appreciate that huge back 180 flip at 28 seconds. I didn't really appreciate it till like the second and third viewing. Because look at that awkward run up. Sure, it works best for goofy footed riders due to the slant, but still, that's crazy. He had to pop way before that wall. It's insane. And are those markers skate stoppers or to prevent people from driving off the side? I think I'll answer my own question. Yes. It seems like a kind of a double duty on those, Another trick and spot that made me think of Tom was that front crook at 32 seconds in. I wrote down, just look at that spot because it looks so intimidating, and he grinded so long. And I think even in my heyday, I probably wouldn't be able to do much of that spot. Actually, now that I think about it, even just put me down for a backside ollie into it. Yeah, and that's about it. I'll just roll out, hope for the best. I don't have enough pop to get up there for a 50-50 or like a nose slide. Even in my heyday, I couldn't. Nah. Just don't have enough pop to get up there. I mean, it's such a gnarly spot. And coming out fakie, that's way more difficult. But he definitely made me think of Tom Knox in that one. I also wrote down the kickflip. It was a toe-in kickflip over the party pole, 51 seconds in. Pretty massive. I just paused it right there, took it all in for a few moments. Yeah, you should do the same. I don't have much more to add to it. Just great kickflip. Dude flew. He was flying. Oh, I love the line starting at a minute 14. I mean, one of the only few times that I focus more on the filmer's well-being more than the riders. I mean, when they almost got separated for a moment, I was like, oh no, Alec is slipping away. Can he catch up with him again? Oh no. And sure enough, Taylor Phillips, he cut back in with ease. Like a true pro. That was fun to watch, though. He went over left. I'm like, oh, gosh, he's going to come back. Oh, where's he going to cut back over? Catch a trick. Oh, how about that hard flip down the double set? 146. The one in front of all the quote-unquote normies. Now, what I liked, too, is there was a good amount of people with their phones out. They were recording. They were snapping pics. They were creating memories. Or even, getting some videos. About half of them were kind of in the moment. They didn't have anything out, but they were watching. And if you pause it at 146, you can look to the right to see the far right. That dude, he's on his bike looking back. Not a concern of crashing at all. He wanted to see Alec get that. Alec had his attention. But the cheers from the crowd said it all. It was like so cool. Like, ah! Alec out there making moments, making memories for people. Oh, all the while making it look so easy, so effortless, so ridiculous. I guess speaking of that word, ridiculous, throughout this entire edit, I kept thinking, and I started to think or I was reminded, because I forget sometimes. I know we watch it, but I was reminded just how good skaters are these days. I remember complaining about it way back on episode 6. Yeah, skateboarding is still ridiculous. The fact that humans can do huge back blunts down handrails, kickflip, back disasters to fakie, down handrails, switch front crooks, down hubbas. Or more, the fact that more than one human can do a suchu grind, down in handrail. It's stupid. How? I don't get it. How does one person do a suture grind? How does more than one? How more than one person should not be able to do that trick? As Travolta would say, they are wickedly talented. They're all Adele Dazeems. That's what it is. All of them. You're all Adele Dazeems. If you're really good at skating, Adele Dazeem. That's your new nickname. It's ridiculous. And I'm not hating at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating at all. I'm appreciating the talent that is out there. Because it's stupid. It's ridiculous how good everyone is these days. And how they were, 4 years ago when I recorded episode 6. I just can't comprehend it. It doesn't make sense to be that good. To have that much confidence and no fear. just to approach a trick, let alone just get the make. Approach it. What? Anyway, it's insane. Yeah, skateboarding is still ridiculous. I had a couple laugh out loud moments in this video. 2 minutes, 53 seconds. It was one of them. How do you have the skills, I was talking about just moments ago, to spin out of a long backside nose grind like that? Okay. You're going to be okay, Rick. You're going to be okay. I mean, there's just way too much going on. How? I'm just trying to picture myself going up for an attempt to that. Not even on a handrail. Try on a curb. No. Just wasn't meant to be for me, I guess. But it was such a great edit. I mean, skateboarding made easy in his eyes, right? Is he bad for skateboarding? Should I add him to that list? It's been a while since I've done that. The jury's still out on Alec. Is he bad for skateboarding too? I think that was the last one I did. Can't remember, man. I know Shane O'Neill's on that list. Dylan Jabe. And even his ender, I mean, it looked effortless, you know. And that was a spot where he did a heel flip down it, right? But he did a nollie flip. Okay, Alec, whatever, dude. Whatever floats your boat. Keep dreaming out loud, buddy. You do you. Great video. If I remember, I'll put it in the notes below. So I guess keeping it on the topic of wickedly talented, goofy-footed riders, I didn't plan that theme. My man Scott Loyst, he recently turned 42 and put out a fantastic edit called 42NBD. No big deal. Yeah. Scott's out there hitting up hundreds of skate parts on the daily. What are you doing, Rick? What are you doing on a daily basis? Are you hitting more than one skate park a day? Rick? See, I'm not throwing everyone else on the bus because I know your answer is no as well. But no, man, I'm not hitting. I don't even hit 50 in a month. Scott's out there doing it on the regular. He's like, yeah, man, 25 in a day, captured all his clips. What did you do, Rick? Where's your footy, Rick? 42 NBD. But he's pushing. He's pushing us older skaters to keep grinding and doing our thing. So that's what I appreciate about, you know. I mean, even that opening board slide, awesome, Scott, awesome. What a way to open it. But I had to do my first pause rewind moment. 26 seconds in. Look at that spot. And he's grinding on the inside of that bad boy. I mean, his inner skate park critic just wanted to just stick it to the man of that spot. In his head, he's like, well, they couldn't add some rails to the little ends here. Maybe I'll wax it up and kind of grind and turn left or right on my way out. That little spot. Looks like a stapler, right? No, a staple. Like an unstapled staple, if that makes sense. He grinded all the way on that bad boy. 30 seconds in, a nice little nod to Nodus. Yeah, he's shaking his head, dude. Scott, you got his attention, man. He's grinning. I know for a fact. But how Scott, real deal, real talk here. How scary was that front board slide at 47 seconds? That takes some courage. Most people, they'd probably try, a 50-50 over, or maybe even a 5-0, right? You're coming in hot, do a 5-0, you got it. You just feel a little bit safer being on top of the ramp. Not Scott, nope. Dude goes front board slide over it. And notice, I had to point this out, notice, he didn't come out fake either. He didn't come out fakey. Hell no. Come on, Scott. Why you got to do us like that, dude? That's not cool, man. That's not cool. But he's so damn creative with his tricks, his spot selections. I mean, so many fun and crazy setups. And I'm not talking about his boards. I'm talking about his tricks on the things that he either creates or, kind of DIYs. Nice little 50-50 gap 50 at 2 minutes 56 seconds. Yeah, but I love the proper switch skate and snow sticker there. Yeah, I noticed that. Great placement for that first angle. But the second one, of course, showcases talents. That gap. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And then he cuts to interior car driving day. Scott is focused on his driving. Flowers behind his head. What's up with those flowers? He doesn't let us know. But he's talking about some challenges that his friends have given him along the way. Nice backstories and, kind of his crazy setups. But actually, you know what? In fact, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the video yet, go watch it yet. Pause this podcast, go watch it. Because the next part, I don't want to spoil it for you. Okay? Just go do it. Trust me. It's not that long. Because what happens next is so damn epic. You have to see it first, and then, basically just do it for the cows, okay? For all the cows. Now that they're gone, they'll be back. He then mentions that his friend Garrett, challenged him to, replicate Letitia Buffoni's Sky Grind, and that's when my palms got sweaty. I'm getting a little nervous talking about it. Even though I know that he doesn't do that, my palms got sweaty. As I was so worried. I'm like, I know Scott's not going to back down from a challenge. Oh, boy. And I was pretty sure that he was going to go, cut to him in a plane, goggles on, giving us, the thumbs up, maybe two thumbs. Like Scott's probably a two thumbs guy, like right before he jumps out. Yeah. Before like doing a not a spin out of a plane. I was expecting that. I'm like, damn, this is going to be crazy. But then, he let us and Garrett know that he doesn't have access to a plane. Whew. Dodge that one. I mean, is that no access at the moment, Scott? Or at all? Because I'm sure Garrett's, scrambling to find one now. He's going to find you one, dude. And then what? However, I was so excited to see what Scott came up with instead. I mean, it was right there at 3 minutes, 51 seconds, tilt up. Look at that beauty. Look at that bad boy. Chef's kiss. Look at that. But then again, what is that? Is it a multi-level like boat dock? Or do you fish off that? Or did you get that from painters? What is that? But either way, though, that was one of the most hilarious yet heroic first attempts I've ever seen. So close, Scott. So close. I mean, even your filmer's cracking up upon your flight takeoff. Scott, he was running in the air for what seemed like for minutes. Like, whew. What's that? What's that in the Marvel movies? Like, was it Loki? So I was falling for 3 minutes. Something like that. And then splash. I mean, he eventually did get the legit fly out slide, but it was just at like the next level down as to eliminate the swaying, as he said, because he would drop in, it would kind of push the thing back, which made sense. It threw them all off. Now I think about it, that was definitely Scott's My War. There we go, send out the Thrasher. Could happen. But it's going to be crazy when Garrett pulls up to his house in a plane. And what? Garrett's all, Scott, Mr. Loyst, we're ready for flight. Bring your gear. Scott would probably do it, though. He'd be like, well, what time is it? Yeah, you know what? I got some time. Yeah, I don't have to work till later. Okay, yeah, let's do it. But the last few minutes of this video, though, are of Scott, dry and on land again, killing it as usual. Oh, see if you know. I had to write this down to see if you can notice his costume towards the end too. I was talking about Halloween earlier. I'll give you a hint. Actually, I'll give you maybe 2 hints. One of them, Mr. Pink, and the other one is, how do you do, fellow kids? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna give it to you. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure you can figure it out with those 2 hints there. You should have figured it out with Mr. Pink. Boom. Oh yeah. But this was 8 minutes, 19 seconds of pure entertainment. And namely, pure inspiration. I mean, like I always tell Drew Domkis, Scott, you too are an inspiration to me. So thank you. You keep me going as well, dude. So keep killing it, man. And I appreciate the shout out too, of course, at the end. I see you, man. Holding up my hands right now. I see you. But I'll put the link to the video in the show notes below. Like I said, go check it out. I mean, if you're new to Scott Loyst, I suggest you, if you circle back, episode 103. Wow, that's insane. Is it episode 103? Because what is this one? This one's like 2... Wow, 222? I can't remember. But yeah, episode 103. Check out my conversation with my chat with Scott Loyst, episode 103 if you're new to his work. But definitely check out 42 NBD. No big deal. Jumping out of planes like Leticia, no big deal. Garrett, you gonna pull through, dude? 43 NBD. Scott flies out of a plane. Actually, you know what, Scott? I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about that. You want to do that when you're 45. Kind of work up to it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. See you next week.